Let's try that again. How is everyone doing today? All right, all right. So I have a little bit of a challenge today because I only have 20 minutes. And for anybody that does know me, I do sometimes like the sound of my own voice. And so I gotta figure out a way to tell you my content creation journey, as well as give you a bunch of resources that you can take home. So I have nothing to sell you today. Your checkbooks are safe. Does that make you happy? I have nothing to sell you guys today. In fact, just so I can kind of get a sense of the room and so I know where I can take this talk, because I want to make sure that you guys get value, I'm going to try to light a fire under your ass in terms of why you should be doing content, as well as I'm not sure the 7 or 8 people that are actually going to take and heed my advice today, hence why I got to take the hour-and-a-half drive from Toronto, do this for 20 minutes and get back, because I'm hoping that I inspire those 7 to 8 people. Again, I'm just not sure which one of you it's gonna be today. So, who does follow me on any of the socials? Ooh, that's a hit to the ego, good. All right, all right, all right. 5 years or less in the business, put up your hand. Okay, I'm gonna get this out of the way as well. Who's not putting up their hand no matter what question I ask them today? Because there's always a few of you. I just gotta figure it out. Okay, number 1, who has a phone, for real? I'm gonna give you a bunch of resources right now, okay? For free. If you're on Instagram, go to Instagram on your phone right now, because I'm gonna make sure that I squeeze out every excuse possible that you might have in and around content creation. And I know your excuses, I've heard them all, because I also had some at the start as well. Go to Instagram, go to Takhar13. I don't need you to follow me, but if you're there, my mom does like that kind of stuff, press the follow button. More importantly, it's Takhar13. DM me the word content. And I'm gonna give you my content guide. This way, you don't have to spend too much time cramping your hands and taking notes. I want you to listen to the music. DM the word content, and I'm gonna give you not only my content guide, but all the resources I have in and around podcasting and how I go from a 30-minute conversation once every other week with someone and get anywhere from 10 to 12 pieces of content a day on all the platforms. While you're there, I actually think it's a great idea to also follow Laura Stewart T.O., L-A-U-R-A, Stewart, S-T-E-W-A-R-T, T-O. She has a funny little hat in her profile pic. Is that my mic doing this? Bear with me here, guys. That's interesting. Let's try that. Let's see if that works. Is that better? Okay. Laura Stewart T.O. Make sure you follow her. Why? Because she gives you a topic, video topic, every single day. What you're going to do is every topic that she gives you every single day, or any other video you see of mine that resonates with you, meaning you might watch a video of mine and say, this guy's on crack, I'm not doing that video, I don't like what he's saying, I don't agree with what he's saying, and that's perfectly fine. But what I want to tell you is that it's not ripping us off if we tell you to steal our ideas. Okay? So, content, DM the word content to me. I'll make sure my team and I get that over to you, as well as following Laura Stewart T.O. Now, content creation. Where did it start for me? September 2017, myself, you heard my partner earlier speak. We also had a third partner. He tragically passed away. And I had a gaping hole in terms of how were we going to control the narrative of the conversations that were happening in the media to our clients. Because that third partner was essentially the face of our brand. And that's when I decided that I'm going to do a video every single day, educating people in the marketplace on how to buy, sell, and invest on their own. Because I came to the realization that no matter what we think as realtors, that we can hide all the secrets of on how to buy, sell, and invest, I got some news for you. There's a couple of sites, Google and YouTube. They can figure that out on their own. So why not be the guy that's up there and out there educating people and then allowing the marketplace to decide either they're attracted to me, not obviously physically, but if they're attracted to what I'm saying or not. Because the real objective, in my opinion, of marketing is to attract the right people and repel the wrong ones. We all know as salespeople, and you're looking at someone that's all I've done my whole life. Since 6 years old, knocking on doors, selling Christmas ornaments. I don't even believe in Christmas, but we don't really celebrate Christmas. To paper sales, shoe sales, banking industry, car sales, and now real estate for 18 years. And I'm in the business, just so everybody understands. I do have a team with my partner of 54 agents, but please make no mistake about it, because I hear it all the time. You, your partner, and your team do 700 deals a year. But where I don't want you to make a mistake is thinking that I'm not involved in the deals. I myself, in a t-shirt, sweater, or hoodie with no laptop, I don't even have an authenticator. I thought there was still a blue button to get on MLS. I tell you that not because I think I'm cool, but out of the 700 transactions, I do about 250 of them. Should I just take this off? You guys can hear me? Okay, you're gonna mute this one? Awesome. I do about 200 to 250 out of those 700 transactions from the office. How? Because I put out the content, 15 to 18 pieces a day on all the platforms, okay, which I'm gonna talk about. But what's more important for you to understand is the fact that I also understand the excuses and the insecurities that you have around creating content. I'm born and raised in the north part of Toronto in an area called Rexdale. Wow, a lot of people know it. But for the ones that do and the ones that don't, I used to tell people I'm from Etobicoke because it sounds a little richer. And hoping and fingers crossed that they thought I was really from the southern part of Etobicoke. I also had a turban growing up. And you know kids can be nasty at times. They wanted to use my turban as an ashtray so they can throw their cigarette butts on it. I sometimes have a lazy eye. I've done this talk now hundreds of times, but I still have sweaty hands. It just came out of mommy like that. I tell you all that because the day that I started speaking about every single one of those things, the world opened up for me. I also was able to attract the right people who resonated with me and repel the wrong ones. So if you're concerned about the way you look and the way you sound, I got news for you. It's the way that you fucking look and the way that you sound. You can't change it. Make it the superpower that it is, the uniqueness that it is. You guys have heard from other people, I'm sure, this week, the importance of social media and the branding and how nice you need to make the colors. All that is excuses that you tell yourself that you need. Scale up to that. At the start, just start producing educational content. You're getting questions on a daily, and I know the room I'm talking to right now, you guys are getting questions from clients. Email, phone, text. Turn those questions, because when one person asks a question, it's generally reflective of 10,000 people thinking it. But they're insecure or scared, or they don't want to look stupid, so they don't ask the question. But you know that it's reflective of 10,000 people. Just shoot the video, put it out there, because you thinking that people are thinking about you, the truth is no one is thinking about you as much as you think they're thinking about you. Like, we just don't have that kind of time. We're also not in high school anymore. In fact, remember when we were in high school and we had a pimple? I'm almost 41, I still get them. But you were so worried about going to school about the pimple, but then you probably realized they were thinking about their own pimples. It's the same thing. It's the same thing now. I've given you, when you DM me, I'm going to give you all the topics. In fact, I'm going to even go a little bit further. There's a book in there that I wrote, which is called Real Estate Intelligence. It teaches people, the marketplace, how to buy, how to sell, how to invest on their own. You're going to get a copy of that book, a PDF version. And every day, when you brush your teeth in the morning, hopefully for the 2 to 3 minutes that's recommended, you're going to think about what video you're going to shoot, either from the book that you're going to get, a question you got, or an experience that you're going through in real estate. So no more excuses. You understand why you need to shoot videos. Because from the ground up, you got to build this yourself. Hence why I said you have to scale up to get in touch with companies that do the branding and all that stuff. It's a personal brand. Guys, that means it's personal. You need to shoot the video, not have someone else do it for you, posting the just listed, just sold stuff. There's a little place for it, but nobody gives a crap. There's no value for them. We're all, as you're sitting right now, you're only listening to that one radio station, WIIFM. What's in it for me? So when you put up the just listed, just sold, I get it. Your mom likes it, your pops likes it, that's cool. Your kids might even like it, look at what mommy and daddy are doing. Or you got an award. Let me paste this on so that nobody gets to hear my voice. But now in 2023, if we're not shooting video, you're not allowing people to connect with you. And the fastest way to do that is by putting out a video every single day. And then the biggest hack that I found along this journey back in 2017 was starting a video podcast. And the reason I went down the video podcast route, because at first, like a lot of you here, and just so you know, I had the hour-and-a-half drive in, I had a little bit of time. And I saw a lot of people tagging this event. And so I went through your socials as much as I could have. And I know a lot of you are doing the just listed, just sold. So I'm not trying to like razz on you. I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm trying to educate you on why you have to go down the video route. Because we also know as salespeople that if you have someone walking into your office or you're going to a listing appointment and they've already made the decision in their heads that they like you, you got leverage. You're not spending 30, 45 minutes trying to build the authority. It's already built. And the nice thing is they were able to do it in their pajamas with a glass of wine at 2 o'clock in the morning. You didn't have to do that work over and over and over again. Going back to why I started a video podcast. Because at first, I also didn't want the camera on. So, being of Indian descent, and we negotiate over apples back home, I also heard that it was free. That's always nice. That's the joke that hit you guys today? All right. I know you use that. When I say free, $75 mic. So I'm also not telling you to spend thousands of dollars when you get started. I have studios now. Like, I got obsessed because it's the only marketing that I do. But that's not where you're going to get started. $75 mic, have no idea what the heck I was doing back then in terms of where do I even upload it. My VP in our real estate company, for all the things she's good at, she also sucks at technology. But she figured it out. She went home, went on YouTube, figured out how do I take an audio file and upload it to a podcast. You're luckier now because if anyone in this room has a 16-year-old to a 20-year-old, they can do this for you. Okay? 2 times a month is what you're going to be doing. A 30-minute conversation with someone in the industry, educating and giving away your best trade secrets. Whatever the best way that you sell for top dollar, how you help buyers. I personally believe that the biggest white space in our industry right now is in the space of becoming an investor savvy advisor, because they buy multiple times, and when they get hooked on that crack, they keep coming back. They're obsessed to wanting to buy more. The other thing is that they usually hang out with other wannabe investors. So if you can do educational content around investing into real estate, that's going to be huge for you as well. Now, you do need to record this on video. This is where this content creation strategy of mine really starts to get on steroids. Because when you record twice a month, a 30-minute conversation on video, you don't need to speak to camera. You don't have to directly say, hi, my name is June, and this is the yada yada podcast. You can just speak with the guest. Just have the camera on, though. I'm gonna squeeze out every excuse of yours today. And I have no vested interest in you doing it. In fact, really quickly, the reason I'm actually here, full transparency, 2 reasons. Number 1, because the conversations with my clients and educating them on the difference between 1 bedroom and 1 bedroom plus dens, it's not fulfilling for me anymore. Really. I like the commission checks. They know this. My clients know it. I don't hide it. It pays the bills. But what keeps me going now is those 7 to 8 people that are actually going to take my advice and execute. That's the one reason that I'm here. Number 2 is because what I tell you, just to show you that I eat my own dog food. Yas, where are you? There he is. There's my personal videographer. He's taping this. I'm going to take this content, chop it up, and get my 15 to 18 pieces today. For real. I have no vested interest, guys, in you doing this. It's because I know that the pie's big enough. 6.6 million people in the GTA, 30 in the country, million. We can all eat. The pie's big enough. Look at this. You can tell I like pies. We'll figure it out. And if we run out, we'll bake some more. So this competition stuff, you can't spend any time on the competition. It takes up too much mental bandwidth. Every minute that you spend on competition, every minute you spend on the lighting of the video or worrying about what Laura Pinderjeet is going to say on social about the fact that your voice didn't sound good, takes you away from executing on what I'm telling you to do. Now, video podcast. Sit down with industry leaders. I'm going to tell everybody their show name today. No excuses. Okay? No thinking about a cool brand, and I need this backdrop. I know people who are thinking about the color of their friggin' backdrop for the last 8 months, and they've done shit. Okay? Here's your show name. Your name, show. For real. Okay? Don't overthink it. Stop overthinking. You want to write something down? Stop overthinking. You got to do, and then readjust along the way. We all know people in our lives that live by paralysis by analysis. Unfortunately, you might know some of them intimately. In the mirror. Okay? Your name, show. First guest. Mortgage broker. Right now, especially today, talk about what all these interest rate changes mean. Okay, 30-minute conversation. I'm going to tell you how to start your first show. Hi, mortgage broker. How you doing? Good? Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening with these increases in mortgages. What's your thought? Okay? And then you go to the other 5 open-ended questions. What, where, when, why, and how. You do it as salespeople, do it as the person that actually is hosting a podcast, which is the easiest job for you because you don't have to do the heavy lifting. You're just asking questions. From there, you're going to take that video, you're going to rip out the audio, put it on a podcast platform that you know, which is Spotify or iTunes. You go back to your 30-minute video, slice up that video 3 to 4 ways in terms of valuable information that was either said by you or the guest. You take the audio file that you uploaded to the podcast platform, you put that into a software that transcribes everything that was said. And I know you're worried about your ums and ahs. How many ums and ahs did I say? If I stopped my talk and left and came back to start all over again, you guys would think I'm weird. So your ums and ahs that you normally do, leave them. But in this transcription that you get, you can take out the ums and ahs of that, put that out as a blog. Take a couple of paragraphs, put that on Facebook and LinkedIn. Take 120 characters. I'm getting the hook here, so I got to go quick. I get it. I see you. I feel you. I feel you. Don't worry. You guys enjoying the talk? Yeah. All right. All right. Tell your faces, too. Okay. You take out the transcription. You got the transcription. You got the blog. You got the paragraphs on LinkedIn and Facebook. You're going to take out 140 characters, put that out on Twitter as a little tweet, screenshot the tweet, bring that back to Instagram into your stories. Okay? You can start to see how this adds up now. 2 conversations a week. And if you tell me or tell somebody that you don't have the time, bullshit. I have a full-on media staff that has 6 videographers. If I sent them to your house and recorded you for 12 hours a day, I got a feeling you do some dumb shit in that time period. So this nonsense that you don't have enough time in 4 months, 4 weeks, you got to make the time for this. Podcasts on the highest level feeds your content for the month, the week, and the days. Every single day from the ground up. Everyone say from the ground up. Let's go. I'm about to finish. Everyone say from the ground up. All right. That means a video a day. No bullshit, guys. I'm going to creep you to see if you're doing it. Because I'm that guy. A video a day. I gave you the topics. If you use my book, you can use the script. It's right there. I'm going to end with this. Done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. Get started, get the feedback loop. And as kids, we were lied to. They told us that practice makes perfect. It's a fucking lie. Why? Because there's no such thing as perfection. You know what practice makes? Progress. Get started. I love you. I'm Jazz Takhar. Please DM me, ask me your questions, and I will get back to you. Thank you very much.